I came to SafeHaven in November 2003. And the reason why I came was because I was going through some really personal issues in my house with my husband.
The abuse had pretty much started during the relationship of the engagement, but I didn't think much of it. He pushed his foot through the wall because he was angry at me. He threw the coat rack down, and I thought, well, it's just because he's been drinking. He did some drugs, and I just thought all that would just go away if I asked. But I realized as I stayed married to him, he was addicted.
I set out on December the 19th, which was the day after my 50th birthday, in a corrugated metal building outside of my house and hid from him. And it was bitterly, bitterly cold. And I remembered if I didn't get out of it then, I would be 60 and I wouldn't be out of it, or I'd be 70 if I even lived that long.
I never thought that domestic violence could just be mental or verbal. I always thought that there had to be hitting involved. And at first there was not. There was just this irrational raising of the voice and things being said, and people who were close to me, him not wanting me to be around them. And but I never thought about that as being domestic violence.
You know, it get to the point where that little calling names became pull me down the ground and drag me in a parking lot, or crashing my car with my newborn baby inside the car. Then is when I realized that something was just not just right, and that's when I take advantage of the SafeHaven resources they had to provide.
I knew I had to do something. That was just a definite. So I made the call, and like I said, I don't think you could understand anything I was saying when I called. I was in tears, and I think at one point I hung up because I was like, well, what am I doing? But I can't run away. Where would I go? What do I do? And then I just called back, and the lady was so nice. She just told me, it's okay. If you need to, call me back. I'm still gonna be here. And I started crying even more because, I mean, she just made me feel like there was someone out there that cared.
There are so many red flags, and life is very complicated. It's not black and white. It's not so easy to say, hey, if you have 1, 2, 3, then therefore you are being abused, you need to get out and get help. The best thing to do is go to SafeHaven's website at safehaventc.org, and there is a very comprehensive list and other things that you can look through.
And went to where it says facts and information, and there was a list of questions on there about, I think it's listed, are you in a domestic violence situation? Does this sound similar to you, or something like that? And I went through those questions and I was horrified. I was horrified about how many of those things fit in our family.
SafeHaven provided me with the resources that I needed to understand who I was and the situation I was in. I didn't know, I just knew that I was hurting, and when I went there, all the support system they have, every individual who is part of SafeHaven, the employees, the volunteers, just helped me to see that was much more than who I was. You know, I was a body walking, but I didn't know who I was. And SafeHaven, you know, provide me with that resources, that support, that information that I needed to really open my mind and understand who I was.
SafeHaven has an awesome way of a 24-hour hotline. It's 24/7, 365, so you can call anytime and talk to a counselor that will talk to you and see if you truly are in an abusive relationship, and if you are, they will help you make a plan specific to you and your life to help you make your life better.
The mission that this agency serves is vital. I mean, it's a frontline kind of cause in providing emergency shelter. But then what really appeals to me is the fact that the agency's cause also embraces trying to break the cycle of violence.
SafeHaven is multifaceted and works with people from all walks of life, all different stations in life, all different positions on the domestic violence cycle, and they can help people to meet them where they are and then take them where they need to go.
Our mission here at SafeHaven is to end domestic violence through safety, support, prevention, and social change. Our hotline number is 1-877-701-SAFE or 1-877-701-7233. For more information, you could log on to www.safehaventc.org.